Right, okay, welcome back to the channel. A massive win. We're through to yet another final, beating Fluminense 2-0 in the Club World Cup. A really, really good performance, actually. I think, some of the games, like the game against Palmeiras, we sort of struggled through a little bit, but I think definitely a better performance. I'm just going to through to another final. It'll be a tricky game, PSG. Let's get into it. So another key final. As I said, we're going to go into finals massive underdogs since it's a really good PSG side, but hey, you never know. Quite often we're underdogs, so I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. I'm not as pessimistic about this game as I thought I would be, but yeah, I just have to wait and see. But on this Fluminense game, I mean, it's another £80 million in the bank from prize money, or was it total £80 million in the bank? The tournament finances are absolutely ridiculous. £80 million just for getting the semi-final. It's incredible. Yeah, the finances in this tournament are just absurd, really, for what the tournament is. I said it was emphatic. It was dominant. They didn't really do much. I think they had a few shots in their time towards the end of the game when it was already decided. Cucurella had to sweep one off the line in the first half, where Sanchez sort of came out a bit dodgily, gave him a chance to chip it over. So Cucurella, brilliant clearance off the goal line. And that was it, really. They didn't really have much else. It was pretty dominant apart from that. I mean, we could have had more. I mean, that one when, Jackson shot instead of squaring it. Nkunku had a header. The back post, Gusto had a header right after we scored our first goal. Just nailed it down the keeper. Nkunku, he had a chance where it was clear off the line. Could have got his shot off a little bit earlier. We could have scored more. We looked a lot more. We looked by far the better side. And actually, one key improvement I saw was that we looked more dangerous from set pieces. Massive improvement on set pieces. We looked a lot more dangerous. I think Tosin's a massive part of that. I think Tosin seems to be a key from set pieces. So that's a massive positive because for a year or two now, we've just not looked any danger from set pieces at all. So it's good to see that, we've sort of got that back now. We struggled through a few games so far this tournament where, we've been the better side, but we've not been convincing. That was convincing. We looked a lot better. So I was really, really happy to see that. And it's just refreshing, just nice. And so, I mean, look, what happens in the final will be PSG, so they're a brilliant side. We saw what they did to Inter Milan. We saw what they did to Real Madrid. They're absolutely superb side. But you never know football. You never know of us. Before the tournament, I would have very much taken getting to the final. Very much taken to get to the final. I know maybe looking at it overall, the run doesn't look incredible, but we played some decent sides. Fluminense, you got to give them respect for what we've done this tournament. They've looked really, really good. If you watched a few, I've watched a decent few Fluminense games this tournament. They've looked really, really good. We beat Benfica, a really respectable side. Palmeiras, another respectable side. We played some good teams on this way. Just because they're not star European teams doesn't mean they weren't good. There's some really respectable sides that we've played. We have to talk about João Pedro. I mean, look, I'll put my hands up. When we first signed him, I'm not sure. I'll also put my hands up and say it's very early. It's still, technically the end of last season, technically pre-season, whatever you want to call it. But absolutely unbelievable. First game off the bench, he looked really, really good against Palmeiras. I liked what I saw. And the other day, just incredible. I mean, that finish for the first, they're just the nicest guys. Just curling right into the top corner. It's beautiful. They're just so satisfying to watch. It's an incredible finish. That's unbelievable. And the second goal, I mean, in fact, the second goal was an unbelievable team goal. Was it blocked from Chalobah? Enzo wins the ball, gets to Palmer. Palmer somehow squirts away, gets the ball away to Enzo. Enzo first time sort of Chivella to João Pedro. João Pedro takes it, and that finished the second one off the crossbar as well. Absolutely beautiful. João Pedro, two beautiful finishes. I mean, we've had this before where strikers, they perform well in their first few games. Look at Morata, look at Lukaku. So I don't want to get too carried away, but he's hit the ground running really fast, and so they're not two dodgy finishes. They're two absolute wonder strikes. So yeah, João Pedro, fair play. I mean, we'll get onto him soon, the player ratings properly, but yeah, absolutely incredible for João Pedro. Obviously, Fluminense, they could have had a penalty. I mean, you can maybe forgive the ref giving it live. It's a bad decision, but you can maybe forgive him giving it live. VAR did what it's there to do, and he overturned it, so fair play to him. I mean, that could never have been handball. It's a deflection right in front of him. His hands by his side. He's trying to take his arm out the way. You know, if I got given, you'd be absolutely fuming, wouldn't you? But, you know, luckily common sense prevailed. It got overturned, and all was well for us. So we get into the player ratings then. Robert Sanchez, I mean, I'll give him a 6. He didn't really have much to say. Maybe decision making with the one where Kuka had to clear off the line, maybe that could have been better. But apart from that, he did keep a clean sheet. You can't really complain with that. So yeah, 6. Gusto, 6.5 for me. Yeah, alright from Gusto. Not too shabby. Yeah, it weren't a worldly performance, weren't too bad. Yeah, 6.5. Saliba, 7. I'll say 7 for Tosin as well. Both of them 7. Both of them just really solid. Good sweeping. Say Tosin especially looked better from set pieces. Looked a bit of a threat. So yeah, both of them 7s for me. Both really solid on the ball. Solid off it. Can't complain. Kukurea 7.5. I mean, Kukurea did what Kukurea does best. Just the constant hassle, win the ball constantly, getting forward and helping. It's what we've come to expect. He's the most underrated left back in the world right now. He's unbelievable. Yeah, 7.5 for Kukurea for me. Caicedo, once again, just absolute electric. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go 7.5 as well. Caicedo, just absolutely everywhere. Mountain, maybe not in height, but he's an absolute monster. Obviously, very concerned in what we saw towards the end, but he has been seen in training today, so hopefully that's all okay. I mean, if Caicedo doesn't play in the final, is there any chance of us winning? I'm not too sure, but hopefully he'll be okay. Yeah, 7.5. Enzo, 7.5 as well. Solid, really solid. So good work in the build up the second goal. I think, was he included in the build up the first goal? I can't quite remember. But yeah, overall, great performance from Enzo, 7.5. In Kunku, 5 maybe? I mean, I said earlier, he had the header, he had the shot. Apart from that, he wasn't really too involved. I'm surprised with the amount of game time he's got. You think, I was half thought he might be gone by now, but got a key goal against Benfica where he scored, and apart from that, he's been pretty average still. Cole Palmer, 7.5. He looked a lot more like what we come to expect from Cole Palmer in that game. Looked a lot more lively, going through players, good passing. I think towards the back end of the tournament, we're definitely starting to recognise what we expect from Cole Palmer a lot more, what's obviously really positive. And yeah, when Cole Palmer's on it, it's hard for us to lose a game. When he's on it, he is on it, and he's just one of those players who, him alone, is enough to take you to a win. Pedro Neto, 7. I mean, Pedro Neto's incredible tournament continues. Really, really solid performance there. I mean, his dribbling's looked really, really good. He's looked really comfortable. I mean, I don't know what it is, this Club World Cup, but he's just been, he's really raised the bar. See, I think he was decent last season, maybe towards the end he tailed off a little bit, but he's came back really, really well. And obviously, last few games playing with the burden of this obviously sad off his mate Diego Jota on his shoulders, having to go through that, play with that. I think he's definitely done him proud. He's been really good. So yeah, 7 for Pedro Neto. Last of the starters, João Pedro, 9.5 for me. I mean, 2 perfect finishes. And he's won that game. Can't complain at all. On to the subs, Lucas Jackson. I'll go 6. I mean, he got involved. He got involved. He did make an impact. He weren't perfect. Maybe getting on the ball could have been better than product. I mean, look at that chance where he should have squared it to Palmer instead of shot fan side netting. So yeah, 6. I say he wasn't perfect, but he did get himself involved. So I feel harsh criticising him too much. But he has got to step his game up, Jackson. I mean, João Pedro keeps on his good run of form. Liam Delap's look good. He's got to step his game up, Jackson. He's good enough. He's just not consistent enough. But he has to step up if he wants to keep a consistent spot in his team. Reece James off the bench, 6.5. Very solid skipper's performance. Can't complain. Madueke, 5.5. Didn't really do much. So yeah, not much to say on Madueke. And Santos and Dewsbury Hall both came on the 86th minute, so didn't really have much time to do much, so I'll just give them both a 6. And yeah, that is it for today then. So, really, really good win. Satisfying watch. It's on the PSG on Sunday. We'll see what happens. Always believe. Say you never know with sports. You never know what can happen. If we can build on that performance and do better than what we did against Fluminense, you never know, I guess. But overall, Fluminense 0, Chelsea 2. Good stuff. Thanks for watching. See ya.